Hello everybody, what's going on? And today we'll be discussing the famous problem of dynamic programming, that is unique paths. And what's interesting about this video is that we won't be only discussing how to solve that question unique paths. We'll also be analyzing, like, let's say we have a grid, right, of 10 cross 10, and in unique paths we can move only to the right and down, right? But what if I say that I can move two steps to the right, three steps to the down, and in the diagonal I can move two steps and something like that. So it's not just that I can move right and down, I can move in a unique way in my own, like I can go from first step directly to the third, or to the second down, and somewhere diagonal 2-3 steps I can take. So in that kind of a questions, how will I actually solve it? So this is actually an extension of the problem that I have thought of myself, and I am really curious to know what you guys think about it. I'll be explaining this so well that after this, like, let's say you got any combination of unique paths, like anything. Let's say it is a 10 cross 10 and you are over here and you can move somewhere within the 3 cross 4 square, like on any step. So how do you solve actually that question? What will be the answer of that? Like, how many steps will it take for a person to reach from here till the end, given that it can move anywhere in the 3 cross 4 grid? Like, it can directly go to the 2, 1, it can directly go to that. So I'm really excited about this. So without wasting any time, let's just go on the screen. Right guys, so here is the question as you can see on the screen. Right, I'm just quickly gonna explain it. Yeah, alright, so you can have a look at the question. So as it says that we first of all we are given a grid, right? It is, let's say, 3 cross 7. So I'm quickly just gonna explain the question for those who are like having a look at it for the first time. So let's say I have this grid, right? So let's say I have 3 rows and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 columns. So over here we have 3 and over here we have 7, right? So now let's just say that we have a robot over here, right, sitting over here, and we have to reach over here. That this is our end goal where we have to reach, and what we can do is only we can move over here on the right, and we can only move over here on the bottom 1 step, right? So this is our question that is given. Now my extension of this would be that we can move anywhere in the 3 cross 4 grid, but first of all I'm going to explain this question. So yeah, my iPad was falling over there, right? So now let's say, I'm just use a different color, right? So let's say this robot that is over here, it can go only like this and it can only go down. So this is one way that the robot can reach, right? Another way could be, it could go all the way like this. Another way, then maybe it can go like this, and like this. Another way, it could just go like this or like this. So you get it, right? There are multiple ways in which our robot can reach from the start till the end, given this m cross n matrix, right? So we have to figure out how many number of ways are there in which our robot can reach from start till the end, right? The total number of ways, right? So this is the question, and now I'm just gonna quickly explain my extension of it. If you understand this, trust me, you'll be able to solve any question that is related to this. So let's say over here we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7, right? So I guess I have over here 7 rows and over here I have 6 columns, right? So in this question, and now let's say my robot that is there, let's say it can not only move to the right and down, right? This time it can move anywhere in this 3 cross 4, something like that. Maybe it could be 5 cross 5, maybe it could be 2 cross 5, it can move anywhere. So what I mean by this is that our robot is over here, right? Now in its next step, it can go even over here, it can go over here, it could also go directly over here, or directly over here, or directly over here, here, anywhere in this 3 cross 3 that I have drawn. It could be 3 cross 4, anything. We are going to generalize this complete problem. So if it can go anywhere over here, so let's say the first step is over here, right? The next step, it can take anywhere in this 3 cross 3. Let's say it goes over here, right? So from here, it can go anywhere in this 3 cross 3. Let's say it goes over here, right? It is over here. Now it can go anywhere in this thing, that is, it could go directly till the end, or it could go over here, then maybe here, and then till the end. So we'll be having multiple ways in which, right, it can go from start till the end. So in this, what is the number of unique ways in which the robot can move from the start till the end, right? So that's what we are going to do. First I'm going to quickly explain this question, that is the LeetCode version, and then I'm going to be explaining this thing, the version that I have created, and once you understand this version that I have created, I would say that is going to really help you get exercise to your brain and appreciate the beauty of mathematics, you could say, because it's a really great way that I have find out like how you can like generalize this problem and just apply it to the nth term. This is what we do in mathematics. We take a small problem and we keep building it, we keep extending it, and we go to the nth version. So alright, anyways, so I'll just quickly explain the LeetCode version first. Alright, so first I'm going to be explaining to you the code, the logic, and then the pseudocode, and then we'll be coding it into the laptop, right?
So let's get to it. Let me quickly draw this 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7.
Right, so our robot is over here, right? And we have to reach over here, right? So in these kind of questions, dynamic problem programming, what you really need to understand is that we have to actually fill this grid. Okay, now just understand this thing. Okay, listen to what I'm saying and understand this. Okay, so our robot is over here, right? And it can move anywhere over here, right? And it can move anywhere over here. Now let's just consider this thing, okay, that our robot moves over here, right? So what are the number of ways in which our robot can reach from here till here? That is my end, right? What are the number of ways for that? So it will be obviously whatever is the number of ways we can reach from here to here. So actually what the answer should be, just try to understand this, is that from when I'm over here, right, in my beginning, I can only move here and here, right? So won't it be the number of ways that is I can reach from here plus the number of ways that I can reach from here? That's the only thing that I can do, right? Once I go over here, what I'll say is that so once I am over here, won't it be the number of ways that I can reach from here and the number of ways that I can reach from here? I'll be adding these both, right? Because from here I can only go over here and over here, right? So then again from here I'll do the same thing, right? From here I can only move over here and over here. So it will be the number of ways from here plus the number of ways from here. Alright, so I hope you understand a little bit. Now let's just try to fill the grid. And also one thing that you really need to understand over here is that, let's say I am going anywhere, any path, and I reach over here, right, in the last row. Okay, so now what do you think is the number of ways that I can reach from here till the end? Won't it be only one way? Because from here I can't go down, right? I only have to move right, so it's only one way, right? So let's say I'm anywhere, like when I'm taking all my paths, let's say I reach anywhere over here, here, or even in this row. So after that, the number of ways that I can reach the end, once I'm over here, it would be only one, right? Because now I can't move to the right. Similarly over here, I can't move to the down from these both places. So won't like all of these places, once I reach over here, this will all be 1, right? Now let's make a different figure because this has been a little hodgepodge. So I'll create a new figure and I'll try to fill the grid. I hope you'll understand this now. Right, so I guess you've understood that once we are over here, the number of ways will be the addition of the number of ways we can reach from here plus the number of ways we can reach from here, right? These both paths, the addition of that. So I think once you understand this, it's really all about filling the grid. So I'm just quickly gonna do that. So alright, so what is the number of ways that once we are over here we can reach till the end? It's gonna be 1, right? I just explained that. From here also 1, 1, 1, 1. So we can just go ahead and fill all this 1. I'm just explaining the logic right now, okay? Just try to understand what I'm saying. Once I'm over here, there's only one way I can reach the end, okay? That is I have to go right. There is no unique way, okay? That's only one way. I can't go down and then, take some zigzag and out of the maze I can't go, right? So, alright, you understand this. Now, let's say I'm at this point, right? What will be the number of ways I can reach to the end? It will be this plus this, that is 1 plus 1. So, I'm going to fill 2 over here, right? Now, let's say I'm over here. What will be the number of ways? It will be this plus this, that will be 3, right? Now, I'm over here. What will be the number of ways I can reach to the end? It will be this plus this, that will be actually 4. I guess you understand the pattern now. I'm just going to quickly fill this grid that I'm having over here. It's going to be 5 over here, 6 over here, and 7 over here. Over here, it's going to be this plus this. So that's going to be 3. Then this one's going to be 6. This one's going to be 10. And I hope you're really getting it now. It's going to be just 5. That is this thing plus this thing, 10. That is 15. Now it's going to be 6 plus 15. That is 21. And lastly, I have 21 plus 7. So I'm going to have 28 over here and you can actually look at the answer for the sample input that we are having. It is correct. So I hope you understand the logic now. Now I'll be explaining the pseudocode, that is how you actually fill the grid this way, and then in the end I'll be just returning my dp of 0 0. So I'm gonna explain the pseudocode now. Yeah guys, so actually I wanted to have this figure while I explain the code so that you guys can simultaneously look at this and understand my code. Right, so this is what we'll be given. Like you see the handwriting, because of the pen it's improving. In last video you guys told me that my handwriting is not good, so I have started using this. With this I can write over the screen, and yeah, it'll help you guys. So yeah, this is my function, unique paths. My handwriting anyways won't be good. So over here we have int m and int n, right? So all right, I'm just going to make this grid, that is a 2D vector, and then I'm just going to fill it, right? So first of all, obviously I need to declare the thing that I'm using. So I'll be making a vector of int, right? Let's just name it dp or whatsoever, and then I'm gonna have m, and inside that also I'm gonna have vector of like n, and I'm gonna fill it all by 1. You see why I'm filling it all by 1? Because I won't mind having everything 1, because when I'm gonna start I'm gonna keep adding, and these ones will be getting added. So yeah, I've made a like a 2D vector that is of m cross n, and each of them I have filled as 1. This is what I have done up till now, right? Now I'll be just running 2 for loops that will be going from bottom till the up. I'm doing this so that I can fill my grid. Okay, so my first for loop, that will be going from I, that is m minus 1, up until 0, and the second for loop I'll be having, that is my j, that will be going from n minus 1 up until 0. And now this is tricky, okay? Most of the people forget it, even I had forgotten it when I did it for the first time. We have to write an if condition over here. If, right, that is if my I is equal to m minus 1, I'm talking about this row, or if my j is equal to n minus 1, I'm talking about this column, then I'm just going to leave it, or I can put my dp of ij as 1, right? So if my I is equal to m minus 1, or my j is equal to n minus 1, then I'm just going to leave it. I can write nothing, or I can just put dp of I and j equals to 1. This, it doesn't matter if you don't write this, dp of ij is equal to 1. And else, just continue, else what I'll be doing is my dp of I j, what will that be equal to? That will be equal to, I have just explained, dp of I j plus 1. That is, if I'm over here, I'll be taking dp of I and j plus 1, that is the one to the right, plus dp of I plus 1 and j, that is the one to the bottom, that is this one, right, the one that is below it. So once I'm done with all this, screen is really getting short, right? So I'm just going to return my dp of 0 and 0 that I have made, and that's it. That is your pseudocode. I'm just quickly going to do it over the laptop, and we are done. No, I'll be explaining my, obviously, the general form that I had created. I'll be doing this. Okay guys, so I'm just going to do whatever I have just explained. So first of all, I'll just create the vector, 2D vector, m cross n vector I'm creating, fill all the values with 1, and then just initiate it right from the end to the starting. If condition, I told you, that is if we are in the last row, we have to not consider that, we have to let it be as 1 or put it 1. In this case, we will put dp of ij as 1, else we know we have to put dp of ij as j plus 1 plus dp of I plus 1 and j. Alright, let's just run this. Whew, I've just done whatever I had just explained. There is nothing more to it. In the pseudocode, you would have just understood everything. Right, it's running. That is it. Thank you, guys. Right, so now that we are done with that, here comes my favorite part. Like, share, and subscribe. No, I'm kidding. Now, here comes my favorite part. That is the thing that I told you in the beginning. Let's say we are having a grid of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7, and over here 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. So over here, let's say I've taken this 7 cross 7 matrix. You can take 8 cross 7, 9 cross 10, anything, it doesn't matter. So now let's say my robot that is there, let's say it can move in this 3 cross 4 thing, right? Here is my robot, and it can move anywhere within this. It can directly jump over here. Then next it can, in this 3 cross 4, it can jump anywhere. It can go from here to the end, maybe not that, maybe over here, and then from here it can go anywhere in the 3 cross 4 thing. So in that way, in how many ways can it reach till the end, right? That is our question. So this is very exciting, and this is really gonna give your brain some good exercise. You can pause it and try, and now I'm going to tell you the solution. All right, so here is what you really need to do. Let me use a different color. So over here, let's first of all, what you need to focus on is that you see in the last problem what we did is we started from below, right? We started to reduce the big mathematical problem into a smaller one. That is, a big mathematical problem is given to you. What would be the smallest version of it? You try to solve that, and once you solve that, you go on extending it to the big problem. That is, if let's say if you got a big mathematical, okay, anyways, let's just focus on this, right? So yeah, so what we're going to do over here is that we're just going to focus on the last 3 cross 4 matrix over here. Okay, now let's just imagine that our robot is over here, right? How many ways can it reach till the end? Just this much, okay? Just this is our simple 3 cross 4 matrix. How many ways can it reach till the end? It can go, first of all, right, it will be once again it will be over here plus the number of ways from here. Then it moves over here, the number of ways, plus number of ways from here. Then it moves over here plus the number of ways from here. So it will be addition of all of that, right? So let's just try to simplify it. So what if I know the number of ways I can reach from here? What if I know the number of ways I can reach from here? What if I know the number of ways I can reach from here? Then I just have to add all of that, right? That is what I will be getting from here. Okay, so I'm doing here a lot. Let me just write numbers now. So alright, so as I said, we have to solve the basic problem. So let's say I'm over here, and how many ways can I reach the end? This time it is only 1. I'm just going to write 1 over here. Now let's say I'm over here, how many ways can I reach till the end? It will be 1 directly plus I move here and the number of ways from here, right? So it is actually 2, right? Now we go further. A big mathematical problem, we took a small version, we are extending it. Now we are over here, right? In how many ways can I write? It will be 1 directly, right? 1 plus I go here and the number of ways from here, that is once again 1. I go here plus the number of ways from here, that will be 2. So addition of all of this will be 2 plus 1 plus 1, that is 2, 3, 4. Yeah, it's 4, right? So that is 4, right? Now the same thing, right? You fill from here, how many ways can you reach till the end? Only one way, right? You can go down from here. It will be 1 directly plus this, so it will be 2. Similarly, you have to fill this grid. How this is going to be helpful, I'll be explaining quickly in a moment. Now let's fill it. Let's keep filling it. We are over here, right? How many ways can I reach till the end? It will be 1 directly plus 1 plus the number of ways I can reach from here, that is 1, plus the number of ways I can reach from here, that is 1. This will be 3. Okay, right? Now let's say I'm over here. In how many ways can I reach till the end? That will be 1. I can reach till the end directly, that is 1, plus the number of ways I can reach from all of these grids, right? I can take a step over here, and here. It'll be addition of all of that. That is 3, 1, 1 and 2. So it will be 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So I'm going to fill 8 over here. I think you're getting the hang of this. This video is getting way too long. I'm just going to fill up this grid, okay? Alright, that took a while. So guys, what I have done over here is that I have just filled this grid for you. As you can see, this grid, that was the last 3x4, I have filled that. And how I have done that, I have just explained that, like when I was over here, I just took this thing 7 plus 2 plus 8 3, matlab is grid mein wherever I can go, I just took an addition of that. Over here I filled addition of this plus this plus this plus this plus this. Okay, all right. Now let's say I keep filling the grid like this. So what will happen in the end, right? So let's say, you know, let's say filling this 3x4, right? So over here, how will I calculate it? Obviously it will be whatever it is, then I move over here, so number of ways over here, plus I move over here, so the number of ways from here, plus I move over here, the number of ways from here, plus I move over here, the number of ways from here, plus I move here, the number of ways from here, plus I move here, the number of ways from here, plus this, plus this, plus this, plus this, plus, you get it, right? So if I have this much of my grid filled, right, I can fill this. So now I just figured out, okay, if I have filled this grid, then I can like keep moving further and further, right? Now let's say I want to fill like this thing, right? So you get it, right? We have to move from here, here like this. Okay, so what I mean is over here it will be the number of ways from here, here basically, right? The 3x4 that I can move in would be only over here. So if I keep filling my grid like this, and you know, I keep filling it, in the end over here in my DP of 0 and 0, whatever will be that will be the number of unique paths to move till the end. So understanding this is really important, and you can do this only if you have truly understood the unique paths. You might see some other video and you might feel that, okay, I understand it, and you'll just code it, you'll just write the logic, but have you really understood it? If you really understood it, you should be able to do this. So that's the thing. If you want, I'll keep doing the same thing that I just told you on the laptop. You can write the similar logic. The code would be something like, you know, if let's say I run 2 for loops. The first one will be going from m minus 1 to 0. The second for loop would be j going from n minus 1 till 0. And I'll be just from this side I'll be going up, and anywhere it will be the inside, right? So over here I was saying, if I have to write the code part of it, what I'll do is I'll just write the first for loop, I going from m minus 1 till 0, and the second for loop j going from n minus 1 till 0. I'll be going opposite so that I can fill it. And over here I'll just write my if condition and all, we'll figure out later, but I'll just tell you the main logic of how we'll be filling my dp of I and j. That will be equal to no, sorry, before this I need to write my for loop. So inside of these 2 for loops, like let's say we are dp at ij, so what I'll do for that, I'll write actually 2 for loops that will be going from let's say L and M we are using. So L, that will be going from yeah, it should be, when let's say we are over here, ij is this, so we'll be going I plus whatever, you know, we are parameters we are having 3 and 4 over here, right? So that, and the second for loop, that is m maybe, so that will be j plus whatever is my parameter, that is in this I can move 3 plus 4, whatever will be my parameter I can move till that. And in everything I'll be doing dp of I j, that will be equal to, that is whatever is the dp of I j plus my dp of L comma M. I hope you get this statement. That is what I have been explaining from all this time. Whenever I am over here, it will be the addition of all this square number of ways I can move in from each and every, because I move anywhere and then I keep adding that number of ways from there to that. Once you understand this, your logic is done. This is the logic part. Now if you want the coding part, you have that patience. Let's go to the laptop along with me. Right guys, the video has gotten really long, about 25 to 26 minutes, so I am planning to make another video, and in that I'll be explaining this new approach. the coding part of that. Else, I guess the logic and everything you have got, and I really hope you enjoyed this. Took a lot of effort, and well, I'm a YouTuber. I'm gonna tell you to like and subscribe, but I really hope you loved this one because I definitely enjoyed making this.